Learn how to make OFADA sauce or AYAMASE stew recipe, a very popular stew known in Nigeria, especially to the Yorubas. Hello everyone and welcome back to Queen Varieties channel, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get instant notifications whenever I upload new videos. Feel free to share this video with your friends, loved ones, or anybody you want to share it with. Thank you. Here are the various peppers I'm going to use for this Ayamase stew. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, the Yorubas. This is a combination of green peppers and then this green chili and then the red bell peppers. For the traditional recipe, all that is required for this sauce is just green bell peppers. You can lay your hands on only green bell peppers, then use the green bell peppers. But here I'm going to combine these peppers. It will also help the stew to come out much more flavorful and super amazing. I have a combination of scotch bonnet pepper, some ginger and garlic. What I'm going to do is to use my food processor to process all these ingredients. Blend all these ingredients to make sure that they are not going to be very smooth but coarse in nature. We want to go over to the next step, which is making the stew process. And to do that, we are going to preheat some quantity of palm oil, because we require palm oil for this recipe. That is the basic ingredient needed for it. And this palm oil is expected to be bleached. This is how the traditional Ayamase stew is made. So for this recipe, we will be sticking to the traditional method. But let me remind you, this is not the type of recipe that you will be doing all the time because of health reasons. Seriously, I'm craving for this stew, you know, so I want to eat it. So we are going to bleach this oil. That is all the story about it. So to bleach the oil, I will cover my pot and turn my heat to medium heat. We are going to cover this thing here for exactly 10 to 15 minutes. On this part of my heat, I've gone ahead to pre-cook the peppers just to eliminate the liquid. This is the outcome of the whole peppers I showed you earlier on. Can you guys see how it has diminished in quantity? So it's now very small. Yes guys, so you can also use your sieve and sieve it. I just cooked it down for at least 5 to 7 good minutes. You can see the bleaching process is still ongoing. I have already turned off my heat because it's about 10 minutes now. So my heat is already turned off. So please do not open this pot until that smoke you're seeing in that pot is completely off. And that is why we say that this recipe is not a healthy recipe. Not that it's not healthy, don't get me wrong. What I mean is that, you know, for health related issues, you know, bleaching oil can be cancerous in nature. So we should be mindful of what we eat. But however, this is how the traditional method of making this recipe goes. So we are sticking to that method. So I suggest you eat this stew once in a while, maybe once in 6 months or once in 1 year if possible. Yes guys, so that is it. What we are going to do now is to fry the assorted meat. So what I will do is to add some onions in the pot. I will introduce my meat. So 2 to 3 minutes later, I'm going to set the meat out of the heat. My eggs already boiling, because for this recipe we need some eggs inside it. Combine very well. Then I will introduce the fried assorted meats. Try and taste the sauce to see how tasty it is before I include my salt. Tastes super amazing, guys, but I will go ahead and add some little quantity of salt. Remember, I told you earlier on that you should feel free to add whatever you want to add. The locust beans and the crayfish is an essential ingredient for preparing this sauce. So even though I didn't add my locust beans or my crayfish, the sauce still tastes super amazing because of how we fried everything, you know, and prepared the base of the sauce. I'm going to cover the pot now and simmer this pot again for extra 10 good minutes, so that the beef stock and the salt and the meats we added, everything will marinate itself inside the stew very, very well, guys. So that is what we are going to do. This sauce is very easy to prepare. Cover this pot for extra 10 good minutes and turn my heat to the very lowest. So just in case you don't know how to parboil your eggs, as you can see, I have the number of eggs I'm going to use inside the pot. All I did was to add good quantity of water above the eggs and allow it to begin to boil. That is what you have here. So we are going to boil it for 10-15 minutes until it becomes hard boiled eggs. 5 minutes later, guys, remember I told you I'll be cooking for extra 10 minutes, but my egg is ready right now, so I want to add my egg to the pot so that it will simmer for the last remaining 5 minutes we have. My hard boiled eggs are here. The boiled eggs are an essential ingredient for this sauce or recipe, so I'll stir everything to mix very well. After stirring it, I'll cover it once again to simmer for extra 5 minutes, then I'll serve. So I'll simmer it for the last 5 minutes and then I'll serve it. 5 minutes later, guys, and finally our sauce or ayamase is super ready. Yes, guys, this place smells so good. You can see that the oil has come at the surface of the stew. Yes, guys, so the stew is very ready. This stew, this stew tastes so good. This pot is really popping with flavor. I mean, it's popping with flavor. It tastes really amazing. Oh my god. As you can see, all the oil has come at the surface. If you want to scoop the oil out, then you can also go ahead and scoop it out. For an ayamase stew recipe, that oil is very important on top of your rice, you know, when you're eating your OFADA rice. Yes, so or any white rice of your choice, but we are going to use it to eat some white rice, not OFADA rice. This is one of the ways you can make your recipes. Even if you don't have the complete ingredients, you can still enjoy your sauce very well without all the ingredients required. And guys, we have come to the end of today's recipe. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much, guys.